First shot of the week, Porto. Just like that, it's easy.
She got highs and lows. She said, yeah, I know. Wish I can make it easier. I can, I just know right and wrong. And I know I'm wrong.
I'm on my way to practice right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what this rivalry is, right? So for reference, in Portugal, there's 3 big teams, Sporting, Benfica, and Porto. Sporting and Benfica, green and red, are located in Lisbon, and it's an inner city rivalry. It's like the derby game. Crosstown rivals, the stadiums are right next to each other. That's one rivalry. The other rivalry is Porto versus Benfica. Porto is the team from up north, right? So there's a bit of a geographical element to it. It's like the people that live up north in Porto, the second biggest city in Portugal, versus the people and fans in Lisbon, Benfica. For us, I mean, it's not directly like this, but it's super big rivalry in basketball. Kind of what I've seen in Portugal too is the people from the north are a little bit more, I don't know, I don't want to pigeonhole them, but they're a little bit more rough around the edges. Like for example, when we go up north and we're driving the Benfica bus, you will hear honks for support, which are Benfica fans that are kind of somewhere up in the north, because, you know, it's not directly if you're in the north, you're going to support Porto, right? But we'll get honks that that are happy that we're driving by, and we'll get like angry honks. We'll get people throwing stuff at the bus. I still remember last year, the first time I went up to Porto, my first time in Portugal, and we went up to Porto. I remember the bus pulled up to the hotel and someone from their balcony started throwing toilet paper at the bus. Boom, boom. And I was like, did they really just do that? And it wasn't just throw it and hide. It was like throw it and then shout insults and cuss at us. And I was like, oh wow, like this means a lot. In Benfica and in Porto, you're expected to win. Games like these are why you play professional basketball. These intense rivalries. This is what it's all about. This is gonna be a fun one. So part of the rehab program is getting these new insoles that kind of like change how my feet hit the ground to kind of like offset the load a little bit, trying to put the pressure on the outside more instead of inside, because you put it on the inside, that puts pressure on the outside of the knee. So let's see if they work. I wore them a little bit today earlier, and my feet were like super sore. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to adjust, but hopefully this weight room workout and shooting workout will help a little bit. What up, Rival? Good, sir. Good, sir. I start every weight room session with a pretty extensive mobility routine. The routine is tailored to my body and all of its nagging pains and imbalances. Here are just a couple of the mobility movements. I have consistently tight hips and lower back, so the goal is to open those up and establish comfort in the end ranges of the mobility movements. All these movements and exercises are used to prime and prepare my body for this actual workout. Most of the exercises in today's workout are for strengthening the muscles supporting my knee. We had to move between the top gym and bottom gym because the top gym, the one that was empty, didn't have all the equipment needed. We also mixed in some upper body dynamic movements as well as some isometrics to promote tendon and joint health. It was probably the best I have felt in the weight room in like 3-4 weeks. So I guess the rehab program is working. On our way back. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. Another day. I'm still not able to fully practice with the team due to the potential of my bone bruise flaring up due to load. So most of my on-court workout today was on the opposite side of the court and without contact. We tried to get up a lot of shots using game-like movements. The idea of the first half of this shooting workout was to feel out the 1-2 footwork and how my knee felt with the impacts. As the workout progressed, we introduced some straight line running for some conditioning because Lord knows I need it with how little I've been able to practice and work out. By the end of the workout, I was going as close to game speed into these pull-up jumpers off of imagined step-up screens. I was experimenting with different pickups and footwork to again test how my knee felt through those movements. To finish, I did some burnout ball handling with the battle ropes to try and spike my heart rate a bit more than just simple ball handling. Felt good to be back working out. Let's see how my body responds. Zay, can you show me your shirt real quick? Hey! Hey! Hey!
Okay.
Represent. Let's go represent Atypical. You look so fruity. Yo, this is literally my least favorite teammate. This is my least favorite. You've been with every team in the league. You've been with every team in the league.
Like the cut says.
Bro, I can't put that in the vlog, bro. I'm gonna have to beep it out. Gosh. What are we cooking up in here? Ooh.
It's kind of random, but.
A cucumber, chips, and ham. Let's go. Thank you, baby. Got some work to do with this, but I wanted to show you guys. Carly cleaned the balcony. Look at that. Got the little pee pad for the dogs. I think you can see Benfica Stadium. Let's see. Let me know if you can see Benfica Stadium. Okay, so we are now 2 days out from the game against Porto. This is normally our scouting day. Knee feels good, so I will be participating in this practice. This is important because these practices are like the most important in terms of knowing the game plan, getting in rhythm. So yeah, 2 more days, the countdown continues. No crutches today. The vibes are at an all-time high, I'm not gonna lie. So here we go, another day preparing for this big game. We gotta do everything we can to win this one. It's a big, big, big game. I got my haircut yesterday. The mullet is still growing. I need y'all to let me know what you guys think of the mullet, because I think it might be the playoff move, because once I add the mustache to it, it'd be very, very annoying to play against a guy with a mustache and a mullet. Gotta play the mind games, the mind games. Todo bien? Todo bien. Why the blue plates?
Because I can put my feet on the railings.
It's a bad answer. I just always gotta be worried with you that you're gonna cheat on us with your ex, you know? And the guy everybody's been waiting to see, the smartest guy in Benfica, the sports scientist. We're still waiting for a day in the life.
Yes, one day.
One day?
One day.
Another day, another full weight room session.
I saw them ashes in the air, I saw them dreams burn to the ground. Looking like a bomb hit us, that's f***ing up the town. Homes turn to memories, smoky clouds and we got red skies. Pain is in the silence, but the truth is in our red eyes.
First shot of the week, Porto. Just like that, it's easy.
Picture frames was getting melted, but the love don't fade. We found our strength up in the rubble where the ashes lay. Eating, can you cry? But we holding on. I put that on my life. Just that say I'm a prayer for my city. Just say a prayer for my city. Believe in God to kneel down with me. Say a prayer for my city. Just say a prayer for my city.
Be ready to play from the first second, real physical with the guys. And be ready also for the guys that don't know the badminton. They are a completely different world, huh?
Another day, body's feeling better. Did the full practice today, so we gonna be ready day by day, doing what it takes to get this W. So feel good about the scout. We got one more practice and we headed up to Porto.
Hey, yes, man. Right size.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
We gotta make one last atypical shirt delivery to the incredible, unselfish, amazing Barbara. Here we go. Barbara,
Yes.
happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Trey.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Here we go. Start of the road trip. Oh, who got that heat right there? Oh, that's T. Oh.
You are late. 3. Check.
I'm just glad I didn't get beat up by Hugo.
Check. 3, 4. 3 is the time for
Bro, from this angle, you look 5'3".
Hey vlog, it's me, Diogo.
Hey, hey, hey. All right, this is your time, Diogo.
Let's get ready to get another important and big win tomorrow.
W.
Let's go.
Benfica's ugliest alien. Ew. Ew. Get a look. Hey, the mustache look decent though.
Huh?
The mustache is looking good.
I know.
Little chicken pasta salad. Okay. Here I go. Room tour. Probably seen this room like 10 times. The amount of times we played in Porto. Bitok. Arroz y pasul. Queso. I don't know any of these Portuguese words. Spaghetti. Salmão. Limão. Cebola. That shit right, bro, you right in the corner fucking chowing down that ice cream. Game day morning in Porto. This is what this whole week has led up to. It's time to get it going. You know, before a big game like this, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of time put into this preparation, into this moment, you know. Been through a lot of emotions in terms of recovering from injury, trying to get back to close to 100%. It's tough on these like mornings to not start getting, you know, too hyped to start the morning, and like it's easy for your mind to go a little bit, go to that place kind of in anticipation for a big game. So it's kind of what I'm combating this morning, is just trying to calm down, go slow, dial into the routine of the day, and just focus on more so just the schedule, right? In these moments when it's easy to kind of start anticipating and overthinking in the future, dial into your routines, into the things that you're comfortable with, set the stage for yourself mentally, especially in big moments and big games that are gonna have a lot of emotion and stuff. So, dude, I'm so excited for today's game. At the bare minimum, it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna make sure I enjoy myself, but it also should be a really good game. So I'm gonna get some of these thoughts on paper and kind of do my pregame journal, just start getting prepared. Let's do it. Here's the game day journal, personal keys, team keys, and then the big thought. I think tonight it's gonna be a lot of emotions, so just matter to go have fun. My guy Elijah Bryant, he always says this. He says treat each game like an experiment. And I started thinking about that more, and when I thought about it, it's like this idea that each game is an opportunity to improve rather than like putting all this pressure on the game. It takes away all the nerves, because it's just like each game is just a step. So no matter how big the game is, no matter how much pressure, perceived pressure there is on the game, no matter how big the moment is, if you're looking at each moment as an opportunity to grow, it becomes just like fun. It just becomes all part of it. And those like overthinking thoughts and all that stuff, they just kind of melt away. So I think that's one of my big advices to combat overthinking, is just get perspective. Put each game in the right compartment in your mind. It's not like, if I play bad, you know, the world's gonna end or everyone's gonna think this of me. It's like, no, your growth and development is your own. And so each game is a chance to prove to yourself how far you're coming and how much you're growing as a human. So try shifting your perspective instead of like, I don't know, getting kind of lost in the moment, right? It's a little game day thought for you guys. Hi guys, like and subscribe. Spent the whole week preparing for this moment. Now it's time to get the job done. The atmosphere tonight was incredible. and let's get this game breakdown underway. I come in late in the first, and I think they knew I wasn't 100% because they go right at me on this first possession. I use my length to get this good block from behind. Notice how I use my left hand to contest. This allows me to block the shot without having to go across my body and potentially getting a foul. A few possessions later, I find myself in an isolation position again. Do a good job sliding my feet, recovering. Yes, I jumped in this pump fake, but due to the shot clock, this was a smart move, forcing them into a shot clock violation. Great defense. This is the first real offensive possession I'm involved in. I see the paint wide open. Whenever you see the paint open, you need to cut to open space. It draws two, allowing my man Beto to have a wide open three, cans it. Now here on this defensive possession is a learning point. I'm strong side. I end up helping too much. This should have been a stunt help with my arm rather than with my chest. Too much help allows for an open strong side three. In the Euro League at high levels, you'll probably get benched if you do this. Close out the quarter, we have a little miscommunication on this pick and roll defense. He still misses a three. I get the rebound, and this is a good example of me not feeling perfectly confident in my body. Normally, I would go up and probably just lay this in, but due to my knee, I kind of was unsure of this takeoff, but still got fouled, got to the line, and knocked it down. And when you're out of rhythm, the best way to get in rhythm is to get the free throw line and knock down free throws. To start the second quarter, I get this same exact read as I did earlier in the first. This time, both go to the shooter, and now I have a wide open layup. On offense, it's essential to read the coverage and not just play the play. Now, on the very next defensive possession, this is an example of undisciplined positioning. My position needs to be about one step higher towards that half circle so that I can contest this three even more so or just take it away completely. Basketball is a game of inches and details. Not involved on offense, a way to get involved is offensive rebound. This was my first max jump off of my bad knee, so this was also a mental barrier hurdle to jump over. I eventually get a touch in this transition pick and roll. I do a good job changing direction. This is again where I'm jumping off of that bad knee, and I just didn't quite have that elevation on that one. In the same read as before, but this time I turn the cut into a post up. I have good positioning here. I was patient. Then I allow my defender to control the physicality. He's bumping into me, and I'm not bumping into him. I hate to make this continued excuse, but again, the elevation wasn't quite there off my left knee. Now here I get the ball in transition. I have to go right and jump off that left knee again. It's awkward and it doesn't feel good, but I was still able to get that one to go. In this pick and roll, me and my five-man Daniel have a huge miscommunication. I go under because of how far away the screen is from the hoop, but knowing this is a shooter, Daniel tries to stun a little bit, and then I get caught up on him, giving up a wide open three. This is inexcusable, and this is losing terrible basketball. I have to be better. To end the half, it's a tied game, and honestly, I feel decent with how we played in this first half. Our defense needs to be a lot better, but again, scoring 48 points on the road in this environment is pretty solid. We would be up if we were more intense on defense and finished our possessions. To start the second half, I get another post-up because I feel like I have a mismatch here. Normally, I feel like I'd really dominate this matchup, but again, this is where I'm really frustrated with how my body's feeling. You can see I just can't elevate off that left knee. This is when I'm really starting to get frustrated, but I still do a good job running back and playing with effort. I could have easily jogged back, but instead I slide over and take this offensive foul, trying to get some momentum for our team. Honestly, right now, it feels like personally I'm fighting without my best punch. When you can't move how you want, it affects everything on the court, and for me, it was just so tough on me mentally. The rest of this third quarter, it was a lot of this back and forth. We end up going to the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead, but Porto has a great home court advantage. You could feel the fans were waiting for a single moment or a couple moments to really explode and start giving their team some momentum. To win this game, we'd have to counter any runs that they would go on, but sadly, that's not what we did. This monster dunk here kind of blew the roof off the place, and now Porto had all the momentum, and their team and fans were feeling it. That dunk was a knife in our side, but this three on this kick-out drive was honestly not a kill shot, but this hurts really bad. Now they're up by double digits. Now we're in a really tough spot on the road, and our 30-plus game win streak is in jeopardy. I'm back in the game towards the middle of the fourth. I'm still fighting and clawing for my team. You can tell I'm really trying to lock up here. Really engaged, do a good job contesting, and force him into a really tough mid-range. He doesn't hit it, and we get a shot clock violation. 1 minute to go, we're bleeding out, and this here was the dagger that honestly put the nail in the coffin, and we were done. Not the result we were expecting, trained for, or prepared for, but this is professional sports. A 30-plus game win streak is not the norm, so eventually it had to come to an end, and especially with where our team's at right now, this was a really tough situation and environment for us, but I'm proud of how we competed, at least for 3 quarters. Benfica, you're expected to win, especially these rivalry games, so first off, I want to apologize to the Benfica fans. We will be better next time. So it took me a while to actually watch that Porto game and revisit it. Just such a tough loss and kind of a unique feeling. We haven't really experienced any losses in a while in the league, so it's kind of a new feeling to sit with, I guess. And there's just like so much frustration going on with me right now with kind of my knee, it not responding to rehab, and just still trying to help the team in any way I can, but not being the best version of myself. And so there's a lot kind of going on with this. It's just a tough moment, you know. When I made the commitment to make a YouTube channel and post a video every Sunday, with that, there's going to be ugly moments and you know, moments of adversity and moments of growth. And I think this game is a great example. I think our team this year hasn't experienced a lot of adversity in the league. So this is an opportunity for us to respond. And I think if we want to reach that championship level, we have to have moments in games like this. So I think it's just another step in the journey. I appreciate you guys going with me through it all. Every single time I make a YouTube video, I try and not explode with gratitude, but honestly, that's how I feel every time, just because having this community kind of support me and make this journey feel less isolating is something that I'm very thankful for. So yeah, guys, sorry we couldn't get this one done, but make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hopefully you guys learned some from the breakdown and got some insight into this rivalry and what goes into preparing for a rivalry week. So as always, get uncomfortable and live atypical. Cheers.
She got highs and lows. She said, yeah, I know. Wish I can make it easier. I can, I just know right and wrong.